Welcome back in to the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Safety Systems. For 20 years, East Tennessee's leaders in security systems, life safety systems, and entertainment systems has been Safety Systems. They can beat any contract offered by any national security company, I can promise you that. And they're local. They do everything local, and they do it with social distancing. So give Safety Systems a call. They've been doing free checks on people with their security systems to make sure they're up and running for you, and they can do a great upgrade for you if you need it. Not to mention entertainment systems, as I mentioned. It's really good. Safety Systems. Give VFL J.J. Surlis a call this week. Okay, back with Josh and Chuck. University of Tennessee let it be known that the school is planning to welcome students back in the fall. Quote, "We are planning for a safe return to campuses in the fall and will do everything possible to protect the health of our students, faculty, and staff." That is a statement from President Randy Boyd. When it comes to sports, Chancellor Donde Plowman reiterated on social media that decisions haven't been made yet, and it will be the SEC's call. And the SEC's been in contact with her and Philip Fulmer and all the other schools, et cetera, et cetera. So, really, they're just saying this is what we hope. There's no real, yes, we're open. They're planning to open. They hope they can open, but none of us have a crystal ball. Maybe open, maybe delayed, maybe partially open, who knows. With that, I mean, does everybody agree with that? Yes. Interpretation?
Yeah, nobody knows.
Okay. Since that is the case, and the NFL schedules came out this week, and there was a lot of talk of, all right, well, if you start late, you can move these games down, et cetera. So I thought, and this goes back 6 weeks ago, something we talked about. What if you played a conference-only schedule? Let's say, to get the season started, you're going to have to make a call by early July because you're going to have to go through training, and there's some people saying that these players need 6 weeks.
Okay? And that might even be the latest.
So, yeah, early July to get going in September. So let's say that doesn't happen. Let's take a look at the schedule. All right? Would it be the worst thing in the world? And I know people want their games, and I know local businesses here, especially down there on campus, they want people in the stands for these games. But if you had to nuke the month of September, which means you lose Charlotte, Furman, who cares? At Oklahoma, okay, but it may help you in terms of your record. You can move Florida down there to replace Troy. Florida also has a non-conference game. There are 8 SEC teams with non-conference games on November 21st, so that's a date you can play with. Would it be the end of the world in this day and age where I'm dying to see any football? Fans, no fans, just give me a game. If you had Missouri, South Carolina, Alabama, Arkansas, Kentucky, Georgia, Florida, and at Vanderbilt, I don't think that's a nightmare scenario, personally.
No, the preference would be to play 12 games, but
Sure.
I don't know that we're in a position to be saying, you know what, I've got all the negotiating power. It's Kramer with the cafe latte for life offer. I'll just stick your hand out and take football. So
Yes.
if you get 8 weeks of SEC football, you also get, it's like the hate row. You get Georgia, Florida, Vanderbilt to close things out. That'd be a lot of fun for Tennessee fans.
Yeah, and a lot of Tennessee fans have been wanting the Florida game to be played later in the season anyway.
Yeah.
So I think that looks good. I mean, I would almost think that might be your plan B.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, it's certainly September to me is the tricky one, since that's the first one. I mean, you're going to have warm-up time,
Right.
which if you're not able to make a call by late June, early July, okay, then you're already pushing into October.
Right.
And luckily now not all schools do it that way with all their non-conference up front, but most do. So I think the SEC could kind of mess around with that, and if that happened, you know, I've seen these polls where 75% of fans are saying, I'm okay with sports without fans. Just give me sports. 25% are saying, nope, if you're not going to be in the stadium, I don't want to see it. I don't want to watch it. I'm not that. I'm to the point of just give me something on television.
Yeah, I'm also
One
guessing
game
that,
is a plus.
Yeah, those people are still going to turn their TVs on and watch the football game if it's on, if they can't go. Is my guess.
Where are you, Chuck? I mean, you could look at it and say, well, you're losing 4. I'm looking at it saying you're gaining 8.
You're gaining 8. I mean, I'm looking at it, if everything falls into place, like we're talking about, so many unknowns, just be able to play, get back to some aspect as normal as possible. And then we'll deal with what happens, what comes next.
Okay.
Yeah, just play.
Well, here's the deal. If that happens, and let's face it, the likelihood is not every game on every team's schedule is going to be played. You've had some states have already said we're not going to have any athletic events with crowds until 2021. You've had schools that have come out and said, well, we're going to have football, period. and others who've said, we don't know, I don't see how we can do it. There will be some that play, some that don't play, probably in the SEC. The question then becomes, and again, we'll ask this question. If it's me, I'm not worried about championships. I just want play some games. I'll worry about who was declared champion some later year. I just want games. But there are already people writing into mailbag columns saying, who's going to get the championship if we play 5 games and somebody plays 6 games? Let's take a look at history. We'll show you what the SEC did during World War II, what the Big Ten did during the Spanish flu. Some of it ties to Tennessee. Vol fans will be mad about what I show you in 1944. Come on back, I'll show you.